The Chunin Exams were a celebration of skill, ambition, and the next generation of ninjas. Students from across the Hidden Leaf trained and competed, families watched proudly, and the streets were alive with excitement. Yet beneath the banners, beneath the smiles, vulnerabilities lay hidden. When the Sound and Sand Ninjas launched a coordinated attack, what had been a festival of growth and achievement became a brutal test of survival, not just for the students, but for the villagers as well. The invasion began with precision. The Sound Ninjas moved swiftly through the village, exploiting gaps in the defense. Simultaneously, the Sand Forces struck, tearing through the streets with unexpected speed. At the Chunin Exam arena, the most visible battles were fought by Konoha's top young ninjas. Their techniques dazzled, their bravery celebrated, but outside the stadium the consequences were far less visible. Buildings collapsed under the force of stray jutsu. Markets stalled, exploded into flames. Minor ninjas who were not part of the main defense fell, their injuries unnoticed in the chaos. Civilians fled blindly, some trapped, some struck down in the streets. Even the carefully orchestrated heroics of the Leaf's defenders could not defend widespread destruction. The physical toll of the invasion was apparent, but the psychological consequences ran deeper. Children who witnessed friends and family injured or killed were left terrorized and traumatized. Young ninjas questioned their abilities, wondering if courage alone could prevent disaster. Civilians were left in shock, questioning the village's ability to protect them. Families who lost their loved ones were forced to rebuild their lives amidst grief, while the surviving youth carried silent scars that would shape their choices for years to come. Even the victorious students, praised for their bravery, would internalize the fear and chaos they had witnessed, carrying unseen emotional burdens into their futures. This hidden trauma would ripple through the village, influencing behaviors, training, and the trust placed in the leaders and defenders of Konoha. Beyond the personal, the invasion left structural and social consequences. Streets and buildings required repair. Markets had to reopen. Infrastructure had been damaged in ways victorious accounts rarely noted. Politically, the village leadership faced scrutiny. The invasion exposed weaknesses in Konoha's defenses, prompting tension among clans and strategic debate. Some minor ninjas questioned their place and loyalty, while others grew emboldened, realizing that survival required adaptability beyond rank or skill. Socially, villagers became cautious. Gatherings were scrutinized more closely. Children trained with greater fear. Trust in both the village and its defenders were subtly undermined. The visible triumph of Konoha's young hero masked fractures developing quietly within the community. As weeks passed, the village began to heal physically. Streets were repaired, homes rebuilt, and the Chunin Exam eventually concluded. Yet the long-term consequences remained. Minor ninjas who survived the battle carried injuries, some permanent. Children bore the weight of fear, shaping how they approached training and interactions. Families who had lost loved ones faced psychological and economic strain, influencing clan relations and community decisions. Even Konoha's victories influenced enemy strategy. The Sand and Sound attack revealed patterns and vulnerabilities that would be exploited in future conflicts. Each triumph concealed a lesson for the next adversary, a shadow extending beyond the day's battle. The Chunin Exams are remembered as a test of skill and courage, a defining moment for Konoha's youth. But the untold consequences of the invasion reveal a deeper story. Lives lost, trauma endured, social and political strain, and a village forced to reckon with its vulnerabilities, all occurred in the shadows of the celebrated battles. Heroism and victory were visible, but the hidden cost shaped Konoha in ways the chronicles never recorded. In understanding the full impact of the invasion, one sees that every battle carries consequences beyond what meets the eye, and every triumph is intertwined with quiet suffering that history often forgets.